Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm going to warn you in advance, this is probably going to be a an unpopular video for a lot of people, and the reason why is because this has to deal with succulents and etiolation, which is when they get leggy, when they're not getting enough light. Now, this plant that I'm showing you here is a Sempervivum. This is a hardy succulent. They're great to grow indoors or out. They can survive winters, cold winters, and they stay evergreen. And they produce pups and continue to grow almost like a ground cover. Really kind of cool looking. The rosettes, they come in different colors, different shaped leaves, and really just fun collectible succulents. Okay, this is one of my Sempervivums. I have a lot of different varieties. This is one that I had that gets a lot of bright sunlight in a south-facing window. So the rosettes are nice and tight, and this is typically what a Sempervivum would look like, okay? Now, I was at the store the other day, and of course I was looking for plants. I'm in the succulent area, and they had a rack that had different levels, right? And the top level had some nice large succulents. The second level down had a bunch of succulents, but they were, especially the ones in the back, were completely in the dark. So they weren't getting any light at all, like that, you know? And I looked in there and I'm looking and I'm like, what is that plant? And I realized it was this same succulent, this same Sempervivum, except it was severely etiolated. And what I do, I bought it. And I didn't buy it to save it, because I'm notorious for that, you know, saving the plants, trying to get them back to health and everything. I didn't want to save it. I wanted to keep it the way that it's growing because I thought it was so cool looking. I'm so used to seeing Sempervivum look like this. Once in a while, you'll have the pups come out on stolons like this, like little runners. But let me just show you. The difference is, this is what I came home with. All right, now this is the same Sempervivum as this, except it's been subject to very, very low light for a long time. As you can see, they don't grow like this overnight, so it's been in low light for quite some time. Now, a lot of people are going to look at this and say, oh, cut that up, prop it, you know, chop it back, that looks horrible, it looks leggy, it looks scraggly. I think it looks cool. I think it almost looks like a sedum like this. You know, sometimes those ground cover sedums look like this. I think it's really cool. Some of the rosettes, as you can see here, are nice and compact, probably because there was some light hitting this side of the pot. That's why this area here has all compact rosettes. But the rest of these guys, not the case. The end looks like there's a little rosette, but I just think it's really cool looking. And what I'm gonna do is not put this in bright light. I'm gonna leave this in a shaded setup, and, you know, foster the growth of these rosettes in this way. I want them to get leggy in my little experiment that I'm doing, because what I'm thinking of doing is, if I can get all of the pups to grow this way, I'll put this in a hanging basket and see if it trails, see what it ends up looking like, because I just think this is very cool looking. It's scraggly, and yeah, it's unruly, and I think that's part of the charm. That's why I like it. It's not like this. This is compact and organized and perfect, you know. And then there's this. Ta-da! So that's what I'm going to do with this guy. I am going to... Oh, I just knocked a leaf off. I am going to keep this growing the way that it's been. When I brought it home, it was severely dehydrated, so I hydrated it. It's nice and firm now. The stems are nice and stiff and stout. The leaves are nice and supple. So it's... You know, it probably could use a repotting. As you can see, there's not a lot of soil in here either, so it must have fallen over a few times in the rack that it was on. But yeah, I want to see if I can continue this look, because I think it's unique and different. And, you know, I'm going to keep this one in the sun and this one in the shade, and then in maybe a couple months compare it again and just see how it's doing. I don't think it would kill the plant. Because I've had, you know, semi-etiolated succulents in the past. They just kind of look trailing like this, you know. But I've never seen a Sempervivum this far along in etiolation. So that's what I'm going to do. And yeah. So if you're turned off by this video, I'm sorry. But you know I'm very unconventional here. So if you like unconventional methods and experiments, then you're in the right place. Otherwise, if you have any questions about Sempervivum and how I grow my varieties, because I have a lot of varieties, I think they're fantastic plants, reach out and we will discuss. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. And I will see you in the next video.